Oh, there we are again.
Commander, you four are waiting command. Commander.
Deba, still awake. Good. Yeah. I think, judging by the behavior, that was an early 24-hour disconnect. Kinda early, but yeah.
State alternative repair options. Are you able to identify your defective components?
Analyzing.
If you can't access the systems, they must know you were destroyed too. It seems we're both outcasts. If you can identify the components you need, I can help you. List the components needed for your repair.
Analyzing. Command
Yeah,
system.
I've read it in Discord. I even responded to that.
Analyzing.
Just not referring to your username.
The converter.
I mean, she gave me moldy bread because she said, hey, no one wanted that, I threw it behind my house or something like that, and I got it.
What data do you have on the crash?
Analyzing. The Raider was on a direct approach to the primary mission goal. The Raider was hit by accurate ground fire. The shot hit an open port on the Raider.
I just don't know whether I
Where did the
already gave it away to them.
Cannot positively identify
I mean, if that solves the quest, then I might not.
possible responsible parties, the outlaws, clerics, or Alps.
Alps 2? What exactly do you do?
Analyzing. Possible indications that an Elex-powered weapon was used. Alps use Elex-operated weapons. Status of open port on the Raider was unusual. Port could only have been open and secured in place during maintenance in Alp repair station.
I was told it was faulty. Why would our own people sabotage the mission?
Analyzing. Motive unknown. Identity of shooter unknown.
There are some answers out there somewhere. You mean it could have been the clerics who shot at us?
Analyzing. Fight was over Berserker territory. Clerics did not have much reason to defend the primary mission goal. Calculations indicate low probability of cleric participation.
Could the outlaws have been responsible for the shooting?
Analyzing.
Mixing of the voices is pretty bad. The battle music is so loud that I kind of don't understand what they are talking. I mean, yeah, I can read it and listen to it in focus.
What about the Berserkers? They would have at least had a motive to shoot you down.
Analyzing. The ground fire was from an energy weapon, not magical in origin. Probability of Berserker participation low.
That somehow means everything and nothing at the same time. Status report of our last mission goals.
Primary goal. Locate and secure Thorold, highest leader of the Berserkers, known as the Pilgrim. Mission status failed.
Ah, yeah. Sometimes they are even working behind the voice, that's right. And that's annoying too.
Mission status failed. Tertiary goal. Scout and hunt for weaknesses in the Berserker.
I really don't know why they don't do some audio mixing. I mean, they really could go for some audio dubbing too, so that they say when someone is talking, everything else is just automatically lowered to whatever, so that you can understand it. Because if there's talk, no one needs... How they always fucking hit me. Let me guess, I get a checkpoint after the talk ended now. No, I get a checkpoint fucking here. Oh, the pain. It's even worse. But yeah, I mean the damage and defense scaling is pretty ridiculous. I mean on Ultra this is currently damn near unplayable. I guess you really need to know the whole system and where to apply which skill, and I mean, yeah, I need to get to the build. Actually, I need to get a cleric to get my spells, so... Because it is really ridiculous. I mean, I can't block melee fights, I don't do damage. I mean, I can't do it. Maybe there is a way on blocking, but... Oh. That's why I haven't seen him. Okay. That is a nice hint. Maybe we'll get something going that way.
That's enough now.
Commander,
Reports.
Yeah, I mean, the hint on the him traveling back and forth is actually enough, I think. If it's true and you're not trolling. He might actually do that now, because... Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, it's just, like I said, it's just peeling as long as we don't have anything. What? The road from there to... Oh. Oh, that is really, that's it's a fucking good hint. This road is not long at all, and there are not multiple options at all. Yeah, he did. But I don't see anyone who is suggesting or who is a jester who I can talk to. But the road forks from here on. I mean, we just walk this road and then we see. I mean. Just need to find that road now because. Oh no, it's getting hot. Flies all. You move again, how about him?
Damned animal!
No, he's an outlaw.
You've been out in the wilderness, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm looking for a guy, and I wonder if you've seen him. Gold Ray. He's an outlaw, a big monster. Bit of a waste. You haven't met him anywhere out there, have you?
No, I've not met anyone called Ray.
Yeah? Well, if you do find Ray, can you let me know?
I'll help you. So, these contracts.
You know about them, do you? Yeah, I know. And I'm going to claim the reward for it.
Give me the contract, or I'll kill you.
Now you want to get killed for that?
I think it would work out, because this game has its ways to always work out in the end. Maybe you don't get to know everything about the game. I seriously want to block in this game. I mean, right, and not just like... Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time in a gothic style game that they are like, these people don't like you anymore. Yeah, the death of Bombi will change the story. Cool. The thing is that they tell you afterwards. It's totally cool. Uh-huh. Yeah, maybe Kettle will... Can this music please not be always so aggravating? There's someone. There are multiple. Is it a trouble? Or? Rainer.
Do you know what you're doing here? Do you understand the paths you have taken? Or can I guide you to
Sounds good.
enlightenment?
What are you doing out here?
Kalan sent me to find lost souls, like you, to help them find the true path.
Good old Rainer.
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm nobody. Just a humble servant of Kalan, our creator. You shouldn't worry about who or what I am. It is your path that matters.
Tell me about Kalan, your god.
Kalan is our god, the god of all those on Magalan. He offers wisdom,
I
salvation.
don't know whether I like this church shit.
Of the world. Kalan is our protector. Kalan is our salvation. And Kalan will be the one who allows us to win this war. I know not all people find belief easy. Belief amongst all this horror of war seem alien.
But the alternative would really be to go berserker, and I don't know.
Tell me about yourself, and tell me the truth.
Berserkers are like
I offer you true guidance if you give
tech
me the truth.
fiends, and I really don't want to
Where
have
you
them.
spent your life.
In Zakor, I was an alb.
An alb? We live in changing times. The only albs to be seen outside Zakor were in raiding parties.
They are like the only ones who really use tech and
Now there
whatever.
are separatists, and you. You aren't like the others. The separatists still take Elex. Clearly you don't. Interesting, if you say so. Have you joined a faction?
No, I'm not a member of any faction.
Then you will face that decision one day. To know who we are, we must first find where we belong. And how have you survived out here? Have you given in to the bloodlust suffered by the Albs since you left Zakor? Have you taken the life of anyone amongst the free people?
Well, I've taken alive someone, yeah.
Yes, I have.
Who hasn't done that in these times? It is good that you accept what you have done. With acceptance comes self-knowledge. I just have one last question, and please, don't lie to me. Honesty redeems. So tell me, did you lie to me when you answered any of the previous questions?
No, I was truthful.
Then you are strong-willed. Either you did answer my questions truthfully, or you resisted my powers of suggestion. Either way, you would make a valuable addition to our community. Come with me to Ignadon. I'll take you there. At the Hort, you can see what we can offer you.
Take me to Ignadon.
Very well. I will take you to the gates and leave you in the care of the guard at the entrance. Let's go.
This is kind of a random spot to find the clerics. I mean, seems to be the really most obscure faction to join.
Halt, stranger. Not another step.
Of course, I'm more nice. Maybe you did lie to him.
Can you recruit me?
No. I am not authorized to recruit new acolytes.
Yeah, but shouldn't I get in here now? Yeah, nice and all, but no.
Halt, stranger. Not another.
Where can I get a trading permit?
There is currently a 4-month waiting period, so unless you find a merchant who is wanting to give up theirs, then you can't.
Here. Is this enough to persuade you to let me in?
I'm going to pretend you didn't try to offer me a bribe. That sort of thing might work in Tavar, but here in Ignadon, it's an insult to my honor. Although, it has given me an idea. Accepting charge is forbidden, but if you could take care of some business for me, that would honor Kalan. And perhaps persuade me that you entering the Hort was for official business.
You have a deal. Tell me what you need doing.
Good, right. I can't talk about this now. There's an inspection due. But we'll talk later, all right? Unless you've got any questions about the Horde I could answer for you, then you can go in. Well, you can go in after you've had my briefing. You won't find Kalan's commandments too strict. You should know that anyone bringing initiates into the Horde will be responsible for them. All initiates must be clear of mind. Chems are forbidden. Anyone found taking them will need to report to the Suggestors for re-education.
Re-education, cool.
All who are clear of mind must hear Kalan's words. All must adhere to his wisdom. And tell others.
Joining religious Nazis.
We've taken losses in our battle with the Alps. And now the Berserkers and the Outlaws are trying to take advantage of that. Which is crazy. If we fall, then who is going to stop the Alps sweeping all the free people from Magaland? Those who wish to join us must come to the Hort to train. The successful ones become acolytes. That's it. Briefing over. You are free to move about Hort.
Who's in charge here at the Hort?
Our adjudicators, Reinhold and Albrecht. You will
They
find them in the
even
rear of the
have
citadel.
all
In the
German names.
They are served by the paladins, legates, and acolytes here in the Hort. And all who are here follow Kalan. His wisdom guides us all.
Okay, I mean, we're definitely in Nazi town here.
Do you offer any sort of training here?
Hagen.
The man you're looking for is Hagen. Just go through the stairs by the lava pit. He's usually up there somewhere.
Really, I'm only waiting for Otto, Karl, Dietmar.
The cleric stronghold. No wonder so many of them want to spend time outside of Ignadon.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. I mean, you had some Germanish names with the others also, but here it's completely... And then this whole, I mean, they are not complete Nazis, but it's kind of a Nazi-ish theme they have here. Plus religion, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Martha.
Where did they pick you up? You look like you've walked through the whole Alb War to get here. Here, take this. It looks like you could use it. Just don't tell anyone, all right?
Recruitment through the stomach. Maybe we should try that more often in Goliath.
Thanks. The food is appreciated.
Manners, too. I hope you stick around. From now on, though, you'll have to fit in with the daily rations. Once a day, in the refectory. It might not be tasty, but it'll keep you alive. The daily rations are free for our happy family of clerics. Everyone else has to pay.
Why is the food so bad?
What goods have you got?
Of course.
The music is pretty nice. Pretty nice. industrial shit. Ambient industrial, something like that.
How long have you been in charge of the refectory?
I was assigned here when the last food technician sent a dozen men to the infirmary. It wasn't my first choice, but the job came with a promotion, a safe posting, and a complete absence of rippers.
Why did you join the clerics?
You mean, why am I still not living on the border of Tavar, waiting for outlaws to kill me, burn my home, and steal everything I own? And that's if you survive the Alps, the local wildlife, the mutants, and yes, the cleric raiding parties. It was join a faction and stay alive. So, glory to Kalan. Yes, there are some issues. Some of our order are a bit strict to the point of being an asshole, and the food sucks, but at least we're not murderous outlaws.
Oh, why is the food so bad?
Ignadon's rocky soil isn't the best for growing things. So, we have to supplement with manufactured substitutes. Nutritionally balanced, designed for body, and a balanced metabolism. They sort of forgot the flavor.
Why don't you trade with the other factions to get food?
That question's way above my rank. But I suppose we just can't afford to be dependent on them. But you're right. Maybe supplementing our supplies is a good idea. I know some people on the outside who haven't joined the faction. They could trade with us. Yeah, that would help them and us.
Why haven't you started trading already?
Because I want this done diplomatically. To organize something we can keep going in the future. That means finding someone who understands the people out there as well as those in here. Do you think that's you?
Where are the people you want to trade with?
They've set up a makeshift camp southwest of Hort. Find our outpost out there and go north. You'll find them there. See what they need, and if we can make this a long-term arrangement, right? That will make a real difference.
I can negotiate the food supplies for you.
This will take tact. I don't want guns waved around. There's to be no bloodshed. But if you really want to make a difference and help us start working together, then I'm prepared to trust you. They put together survival packs with fresh meat in them. They're hunters, you see. If you could get me 20 of those packs, anything we can get to supplement what the foraging units bring in has to be a help. So talk to them and see if you can make it an ongoing arrangement.
Good. Quests for the clerics. Quests in general.
Are you looking for something?
Watch yourself there. It's not safe around here. Trust me, you gotta watch your step. Otherwise you'll end up squashed flatter than an Alp's conscience. Just be careful, alright?
You think I should be afraid of a few rocks?
Yes, those rocks weigh a hell of a lot. Meaning if they fall, there won't be a hell of a lot left of you. But don't let me keep you with all my chatter. I've gotta get back at it. I'm reckoning you're not that into ore extraction techniques anyway.
You bang rocks together, right?
Yeah, right.
What are you doing out here?
Here, we are the farmers of industry. While there are those who tend the land to grow food, we feed industry. There's not a drone, fighting machine, or regulation hair clip that's not made of the metal we mine here.
Why don't you just have the machines work for you?
They claim it's too tricky for robots. I think it's just too tricky for the programmers. They assumed mining was easy, and so several flat robots proved them wrong. Well, producing enough for the front line is the Horde's first priority. Besides, there's more to mining than boring and smashing. Not that the people they send here are always better than machines. Cross a suggester and there's a good chance you'll get sent here to try and mine out rock after someone's rewired your brain. But maybe you're not a prisoner sent here by a suggester.
Do you need something doing here?
Maybe, but outsiders don't usually work out well here. Listen, don't get me wrong. You came from outside and I'm still talking to you. That should be enough to make it clear I don't have anything against you, but, you know, this work is tricky. That said, maybe I can think of a way for you to earn some shards, if you're willing.
What do you want doing?
It's a bit of an ask, but an outsider's my best bet for getting it done. You see, I want Eli to disappear. He's a prisoner here, and he's a threat to the community. And now the suggesters are saying they can correct him. That they can put him in armor and send him out with weapons. And I am telling you, the guy is a ticking time bomb. That can only end badly.
Why do you think he's dangerous?
I saw it in his eyes. There was nothing but blank hate there. I don't care how strong those suggesters think they are. It's hardwired into him. They ain't gonna erase that with suggestion. He is going to blow, and they will have put a weapon in his hand when he does. He needs to be taken care of before he kills people we do need.
Why can't you just leave Eli to the suggesters?
Oh, they can be successful. I've seen enough people turn up here like drones after being given the treatment, but it's not 100%. And taking a chance with him is taking a chance with other people's lives. How is that a fair gamble? Besides, I don't want him hanging around here as a cleric. No, someone needs to get Eli out of that place and through the Horde's gate. Then someone can kill him outside the Horde and no one would know. They'd all assume he'd escaped.
And you want me to do that?
I know it's a lot to ask, but, well, yes. It's your choice. I'm sorry to put you in this position, but the words have been said. Now you have to choose if you'll help me. I've put my trust in you.
Stormson.
Are you Stormson, the Berserker?
And? Who are you? Oh, I can see from that look. Angry sent you.
How did you get here from Dad?
Look around you. That should give you a clue. As we left Goliad, we ran into a group of clerics. The guards, the ones Angry sent to kill me, decided to pick a fight. They lost. The clerics saw I was a prisoner and gave me a choice. Fight, leave and be free, or join me. A choice. An actual, real choice. Not like Angry. And so I'm here. And so, now you found me. And so, what happens now?
Angron wants you dead, but I'll let you live.
You travel half the world and you'll let me live? How can I trust you?
You'd prefer it if I just killed you?
Now you do sound like you come from Angren. No, I'll live. Now I finally got a chance to. But if you do go back to Golia, tell Akira I'm doing alright. And if she can ever tear herself from her plans, she knows where to find me.
Make sure she gets your message.
Thanks. You know, I thought Angren would send someone after me. But there's no way I thought that person would leave me alive. It seems not everyone in Goliath is an asshole. If you find Akira, tell her she should give you my old things. I'm not going back there, so you might as well have them. Take them as thanks.
Listen to me, disciple of Kalain. The cleric Bertram has returned to our side. We give thanks for his safe home, and welcome him back among his brethren. And so, another stray comes to seek safety in the arms of Kalain. Welcome to the Horde, the stronghold of the clerics. Your presence here can only mean that Kalain's light shines upon you. Open yourself to this opportunity. Give yourself over to the teachings of Kalain.
I will.
Your dedication will be rewarded. Kalain sees all. Act in his name, and he will strike down your enemies.
Tell me more about Kalan.
Before the comet burned the face of Magalan, the prophet Arvid foresaw the danger. He received the teachings of Kalan in whispers, and tried to warn the people of Magalan of the horror that was to come. They must reject the distractions of the world and give themselves over to the pursuit of knowledge. Each must seek the purity of knowledge. Each must seek out the strongest, the fittest, the brightest. And so, Kalan came to the people and promised, if they did this, if they worked together to follow the path to the infinite skies, then he would save them from the horror that was to come. But they would not listen. And so, the comet destroyed the civilization that was here on Magalan. Now, if we are to survive the dangers that are yet to come, we must listen to the words of Kalan and hear his wisdom. Only the pure will be taken up into the infinite skies. Only under the infinite skies will we truly see all. We must trust in Kalan.
You really believe this trollpiss.
Where is Kalan supposed to take you?
Up to the infinite skies, to where knowledge counts above all. There, we will truly see the universe as it is. The path to enlightenment is difficult, and only those who are worthy will receive Kalan's blessing. Look inside yourself, and take my words to heart. May they be a guide in the times to come.
Who are you?
I am Oswald. When Brother Rayner found me, I was just a wretched pile of misery. I was blind to who I could be. Rayner built me up, gave purpose to my life. Now, I'm spreading the teachings that saved me from destroying myself, in hope that those words can be the salvation of others, that they can save all of Magalan. So I invite you to stay here and contemplate with us, brother. All who have faith will be saved. Carry Kalan in your heart. Let your
Stop! Where do you think you're going?
What is this area?
You are here at the Chamber, the Palace of Sinners. Break the commandments of Kalan and Ignadon, and the Chamber will welcome you. Can you walk in and look around? Well, as it happens, you can. Reinhold recently ordered that everyone can enter to see with their own eyes what we do with heretics. So go in and look around. If anything will push back the power of temptation, it's what you'll see in there.
No. Not me. I won't. Kalan will save me.
Wait a sec, are you thirsty? Wait a sec, I bring him. Wait a sec, I have to give my cat a bit of, I don't know, she looks like she's thirsty.
No, please. Not today. Her father? No. No.
Those self-righteous bastards. They should all rot. Every last one of them. Can't you see the truth about them? And you? What about you? Don't tell me you're planning on joining those lunatics. You can't be that stupid. Just get me the fuck out of here, will you? These bastards have got no right to keep me here.
You're obviously not here willingly.
No shit. I was kidnapped so they could try and brainwash me into joining this cult. But they won't get me so easily.
Where are you from?
Tavar. A bunch of these assholes came over the border. These idiots I was with were too busy fighting among themselves to see the clerics creeping up on us. They ambushed us out there and then dragged us to Ignadon after we'd been wounded.
But you do have a plan.
Plan? I don't have a plan. Not yet. I just know I have to get out of here. I won't let them turn me into some mindless slave.
And you expect me to help you?
Expect? I don't expect anything. But I hope you can see what these clerics say about free people is bullshit. They don't care about freedom. They want to brainwash you.
Yeah, I have these 10 attribute points already in level 1.
Outlaws, clerics. They are enemies at war. I don't think we should interfere in this.
And you're gonna listen to that tree-loving Trodrak?
I've got no reason to help you.
Yeah, you say that now. Wait until they try to do to you what they've done to me. Then you'll be asking me for help. Come back when you've reconsidered.
The execution.
What is it you want? It's prayer time, so make it quick.
What is this place?
Here, we bring peace and honor to those who refuse Kalan. For only an honorable death can bring salvation. Only an honorable death can purify a tainted soul. And so, I bring honor to the souls who break Kalan's commandments.
You're short of men, and you waste them on vengeance?
Justice serves all.
They live? No. They live. Oh. Did I just run off the cliff? That was stupid.
Kalan's strength lies in each.
The armor master.
Any asshole caught stealing will be sent to the Suggesters.
Why do you assume everyone wants to steal from you?
I have my reasons. And I have to look after my stocks. We're low on resources here. I can't go wasting them on thieves. And sure, it would be great if every acolyte could get the armor we make for paladins, but my supplies are limited. Only those who have acquired that rank can get that reward.
I want to trade.
Right you are. I'll show you what you can buy at your rank.
Dex or 20 dex, damn it. This is the laser rifle. In 4 dex if I read right. The red color is awful. Laser rifle interests me. I don't think it's that much. Yeah, I don't actually know how much he fires. I mean, she doesn't just fire 1 cell per enemy, or it would be horrendous. I mean, currently I can't do anything. I mean, they should have balanced it a bit out. Should have means I can actually think of them not having balanced it out. Yeah.
Well, if you wanted to know if the clerics could do teamwork, that building proves it.
Reinhold. Oh, the names.
So,
and he even looks like Reinhold.
You're the wanderer I have heard about. You've heard of me. I know everything that happens here. So much so that some have taken to calling me the Eye of Kalan. I am Reinhold, Judicator. I stand watch for all those in the Horde, and the Horde stands as the guardian for all of Magalan. Such a duty requires vigilance. It means I must ask of everyone who comes here, are you friend or foe? Do you come here to gain the blessings of the clerics, or to oppose us?
Yes, I want to become a cleric.
Then Kalan will welcome you. Good. I can see potential in you. Let us hope that this potential can be realized. May your time in the Horde be peaceful and productive.
Tell me more about the clerics.
What would you like to know?
Tell me how promotion works within the Horde.
People who are new to our ranks are welcomed as an acolyte. Acolytes can learn the art of suggestion, train and learn the fundamentals of our way of life. The same applies for our legates and paladins. Each new rank brings new advantages, obligations, and privileges such as equipment.
What's happening in the city?
Kalan is wise.
The voice was different.
Through the prophet Arvid, he warned us of the comet and the downfall of our world. He laid down the foundations for the clerics out of the ashes of the old civilization. To Kalan, knowledge and wisdom are sacred. It is through knowledge and understanding that we can find our way to the infinite skies and a true understanding of ourselves.
Where did you get your technological knowledge?
Arvid himself left behind this knowledge. The gathering of old world knowledge and the order to further it was his greatest gift to all who have followed him. It has given us the machines that allow our way of life to continue. It has given us the technology we need to be ready for the next challenge we face. So, as you see, science and religion do not have to be mutually exclusive.
Infinite skies.
A place of true enlightenment and salvation. Kalan teaches us that the comet's fires will not be the only challenge we face in our quest for survival. If we are to save the people of this world, we must teach them Kalan's ways. That we must work together and gather all the knowledge we can. Because when the next catastrophe strikes our world, only those who have been prepared will survive.
Why would I want to become a cleric?
Because we are the last bastion against the owls. Our strength, our faith, and our technology are the only things that can stop them. Where the outlaws profit and the berserkers roll in the dirt, we have knowledge. The knowledge to make the world into what it once was, and much more. Join us, and you can participate in our knowledge, faith, and our technology.
So, who are you? The welcoming committee?
I am adjudicator. I oversee everything in the Horde, from punishment to initiation.
Explain the rules of the Horde to me.
Well, Kalan's commandments are simple and fair. They are rules to be found in many places, but to us, they are sacred. Theft, physical assault, murder, the dealing of chems are all punishable offenses. You may face a fine, re-education, or for the worst offenders, execution. And of course, your soul will pay the price. Stay with us, and you will learn of Kalan and his ways. Abide by the words of the great prophet Arvid, and you will open your way to eternity.
Eternity.
Check.
Best response.
So, you decide who becomes a cleric and who doesn't.
Correct. Initiates are only allowed to join us when I decide they are worthy.
Eternity.
And
Check.
should they complete the tasks that are given to them, then I would welcome them into our community. And every acolyte that joins us can then begin on the path of enlightenment to gain promotion here.
I'm ready. Give me a task.
As you wish. I could use the help of someone who hasn't had time to establish themselves here. Someone with a more objective viewpoint. We've recently had to deal with the sad deaths of some of the faithful who wandered right into the arms of a chem dealer. Every one of us suffers temptation, and all must hope they can prevail against it. But those who deal in misery, who exploit the weakness of others, they are a problem that must be eliminated. Complete this task, and you will open the door to becoming a cleric, a true warrior for Kalan.
Is chem dealing a big problem here in the Horde?
I had thought we were free of their vile product, but it seems we do have something of a problem. A large reward has been offered to anyone able to bring them to justice. That should prevent this from becoming a bigger problem. If you think you can find these dealers, I would welcome your insight.
Getting rid of some chem dealers and getting paid for it. I think we should do it.
Good. I will look forward to hearing how you progress.
Tell me about the other Judicators.
Judicator Johann fell on the battlefield. His is the highest honor. May Kalan have mercy on his soul. Judicator Ulbricht is responsible for the defense of Idan and all operations outside its borders. His is the grave duty of overseeing the war against the Owls. If you have any intelligence that might help him in his duties, you will find him in the upper halls of the cathedral.
About the chem dealers here in the Horde.
Yes?
Do you have any leads on where they may be operating?
Well, I had given Dietrich the task of investigating them, but he doesn't seem to have...
Of course, Dietrich is here.
You should check what leads he has. To my knowledge, he had slimmed the investigation down to 3 suspects. You should start with them.
Who does Dietrich suspect?
He can explain his methodology to you. But as I recall, it was a simple process of rejecting anyone who lacked the requisite access and opportunity. You should speak with the guards who were on duty at the time. Try and get that information as a written report. Anecdote and memory are best not relied on in these cases.
Where can I find these guards?
Well, there's Xander. He was on duty at the main gate on the night in question. Then there is the mine guard and the factory guard. Have you been to the mine? If not, you will find it to the west, below the cathedral. The factory guards patrol to the north, by the mech production facilities.
That wasn't great, was it?
I don't care what Ragnar thinks. Isn't it always when you start
Mind is always left clear after it.
helping someone or some other thing, someone other is pissed. I mean, it's the concept of the game. That's why it is so interesting, actually.
What can I help you with?
I want to ask you some questions about the chem trade here.
How do you know about that?
Judicator Reinhold sent me. I'm supposed to have a look at your reports from the time of the crime.
Judicator Reinhold sent you to look into this? Oh well, I suppose he knows what he's doing. Here's my report on the suspects. That's all I know. If you have something to report, speak to Judicator Reinhold.
I mean, it's not that I couldn't farm 50 rooms, I mean... Who knows how much I find. I already have 30 something.
What do you know about the chem dealing here in the Horde?
Well, take a look at this. Reinhold has sent you to investigate, has he? Well, that works well for both of us. Remember? You promised to take care of some business for me. You owe me a favor. Well, I'm calling that in. I want you to tell Reinhold that Siegfried is the chem...
Siegfried?
Why Siegfried of all people?
He's a suspect, isn't he? So there you are. He's a cagey guy. Doesn't share his business. He needs re-education. So you can report back that it's him. Job done. Turning him in will help you and help me too. Trust me, the Horde doesn't need traders selling unregulated goods. So I want you to report back that this trader, Siegfried, is the dealer. Say he's guilty. Job done. And I'll know you've done the Horde a favor.
And what if I don't do that?
I don't think you'll make that choice. That wouldn't be helpful for anyone. But the decision is up to you. If I find out that you accused Siegfried, then I will be satisfied. If I find out you didn't, well, I'm sure we don't need to consider that possibility. Here's the report I've compiled. This is as far as I got with my personal investigation. I think reading that will show you the wisdom of simply reporting Siegfried now. Good luck.
You didn't come here to pray, did you? I can spot the devout. And you don't look like you're here to ask for divine assistance, am I right?
You're right. I don't need assistance.
Ha! I knew it. You know, there is a reason why I wanted to talk to you. For all the thirst for knowledge in this place, people can be a little focused. They want logic, straight answers. They forbid anyone from looking deeper into things. And that's crazy. I mean, knowledge is wisdom. Wisdom brings you closer to Kalan. So what's wrong with getting some answers? Which brings me to you. I'm betting you have answers, and I'm betting you're the curious type.
Does Kalan approve of betting?
Yes. No. Who knows? I mean, some of those texts are hard to work out. Unless you just believe what people say they mean. But then I guess that's why I keep getting in trouble. So, are you going to help me?
Teach me something.
Yeah?
Sheep personality.
Tell me your problem.
Have you ever heard of the Prophet Arvid?
No. Should I have?
Oh, yeah. He's the founder of our order. The reason why the clerics exist.
Tell me about Arvid.
Well, sure. Okay. Like I said, he's the founder of our order. He was born about 200 years ago, we think. And he was the first to be enlightened by Kalan. After the comet hit, it was his burden and his privilege to lead people into a new future, to save those who had survived. The first followers were here, in the Horde. They had saved technology from destruction, and Kalan showed them how that technology could be used to help all the people of Magalan. They reached out to others, but not everyone listened. You can see what became of the rest when you look to Tavar.
What did Arvid do?
He wrote the rules that have bound us here in the Horde. And our ancestors began research on how Elex could be used for the good of all. With it, even though our community was small, we were able to defend ourselves from the malice of the godless.
All seems a bit vague.
Yes, I know. I mean, some details have been lost in time. Some believe Arvid still remains among us, although that is nonsense. Some uneducated people wanted to proclaim him a god, even during his lifetime, but he always spurned this idea. It is likely that he saw his time coming. According to the lore, grief about the unreasonableness of people tore him apart from the inside. And when he could take the pain no longer, it is said that he left the people with the words of Kalan and went into the Great Light. Scholars are still arguing to this day about what the Great Light is exactly. Some say that he rose to heaven, to Kalan. Others claim that he set forth to find the reason for the crater. But that's exactly my point. I want to know more, but only certain scholars are allowed to see the text. But there's something about Arvid, something about those early works that doesn't make sense. And I can't work out why. But will they let me in the archives to study his writings? No. I sneaked in. They threw me out. I was lucky to avoid re-education. Concentrate on what's right here, right now, they told me. possible to change the future if you draw the correct conclusions from the past, they said.
So you need access to the archives.
No. Well, yeah, that would be great, but for now, I just need a book. All that I want is a copy of Arvid's teachings. There has to be a written copy, or a recorded copy somewhere. It's just not available to us out here. And that bugs me. So, do you think you can get into the archives and get it for me?
I'll think about it.
Good. Great. I would like to give you the following, in any case, before you are on your way. I am certain that I can get something from the recordings that will be of use to all of us. Then, maybe, I'll finally understand what our purpose is.
Why is this book so secret?
Because we are to serve Kalan in combat and not to interpret his words. They say we are missing the necessary vision to understand his divine message. But I would like to learn that for myself instead of having it spoon-fed to me. Maybe it's nothing, but I can't let it go.
I will get you the book from the archives.
Thank you. This is one mystery I can't wait to solve.
Any suggestions for how I get into the archives?
I've been thinking about that, and there are 3 ways. You could watch to see when Carl, the guard on the archives, leaves his post. That might take a few hours, and I personally have never seen him leave his post. But hey, he has to move at some point, doesn't he? Or you could access the security console and put your name on the access list. But the simplest and most obvious solution is for you to join the clerics.
I do that anyways, so.
That wasn't so good.
Oh fuck you, Doros. I think you will get exchanged at some point. Wait. Didn't I come from there? Well. Oh great, I turned to the wrong side again. Don't you hate that when you exit a fucking long dialogue, try to get to the next objective and actually turn back randomly? Of course you have no clue which direction you went.
Not allow yourselves to be led astray.
What is it you want?
I need to ask you some questions about the chem dealing.
So, Reinhold's brought in some more help. I've already written the report as ordered, but remind me, who are the chief suspects?
Siegfried, Hagen, and Oswald.
That's exactly who I wrote up in my report. All that I know is there. Maybe it will help.
Thanks.
Okay, it can't be secret. Siegfried. From morning till afternoon. From afternoon till morning, so Siegfried is out of the question. Hagen, morning. Hagen is not available in the afternoon. Oswald was what? Evening. Oswald evening, afternoon. Morning, evening, afternoon. Hagen is not. Hagen is missing in the afternoon. When did the cam deal took place? I'm not too sure about Oswald, as he was bridging in morning, evening and afternoon, but I don't know about the night. Hagen was not available.
About the chem dealers here in the Hort.
Yes?
Are there any more details you can tell me about the chem dealing?
Well, these cases are difficult. Once you find someone who has lapsed into use, they rarely give up the culprit for hope of keeping their supply. But in this case, the user let slip the time of the deal. So we've been working backwards from there. The user involved, though, well, he's no longer in a position to provide us with useful information. And so we are relying on getting reports from...
Can you tell me the time?
Help us place who was where on the night in question.
Right.
Let us hope this line of investigation produces something concrete.
Okay, so Hagen might not be do it since only the afternoon is unknown. Let's make that sure. Yeah, small night. So Oswald morning. Oswald afternoon. Oswald evening, but not in the night. And Siegfried was basically okay. Should be Oswald.
About the chem dealers here in the Hort.
Yes?
I think I know who the chem dealer is.
Well, please tell me who you think is responsible.
I think it was Oswald.
Oswald acts like a pious, Kalan-fearing person. but there is something strange about him. Maybe this explains his behavior. Thank you for your work. I will investigate this further. If he is really the suspect, then he will receive a just punishment, and you shall receive the promised reward when that happens.
Yes.
Richtig. Balder.
Kalan be with you. What brings you to me? Are you here to pay your tithe?
I'm not here to pay anything.
All who stay here must pay their tithe to honor Kalan. But let's get to the point. As the highest suggester, I don't have much free time, as I'm sure you understand.
Suggestion?
The correction of those who have strayed from the path of the pure. As the High Suggester, I assist the minds and souls of the lost to return to Kalan's ways through suggestion. Kalan's will works through a skill all clerics must
Suggestion is so good.
The mind
I just suggest.
teachings. The body pure, free of the poison of Elex. Only then can we be at one with Kalan and his community. As a patriarch, it is my job to guide and advise. The will of Kalan clears the mind.
How do you clear someone's mind?
Through suggestion, we have developed technology, implants that allow us to guide the minds of others. It takes training, but it means we can bring people back to the pure path, or suggest to them that they do things that will assist us. It is an art that only the clerics understand.
Do you use suggestion on the other factions?
When necessary. But suggestion is a tricky art, and it is always better if you can persuade someone instead of manipulating their mind. That said, suggestion is a useful weapon when necessary. I wish we could use it freely on the Alps, but they have proven to be resistant. Some say it is because they are strong of mind, others that it is because they have been poisoned. But I think the answer is more straightforward. Their commanders are using an extreme form of brainwashing on them already. Their minds are already being controlled.
So this is where you brainwash people?
No. You can't force people to change who they are. You can only bring out their better traits. That is what I do. I re-educate people. That is what I must do now. There is a poor wretch who requires re-education. Leave me. I must help him find the light of Kalan.
Wolf wants Eli dead. He asked me to kill him.
Yes, I had a message from him insisting that Eli was beyond saving. But suggestion will win out. He can't resist it. I just hope I can get through to him before he gets someone to help him with his plan.
Wait, you know about his plan?
Of course. He isn't exactly timid about approaching people. The xenophobic imbecile wants people dead, and he is looking to recruit anyone who will listen. You should stay well away from him.
There's nothing for you here.
But yeah, somehow.
I won't argue with that. I don't really want to have to go and see Balder myself.
Seems they are pretty scared of Balder. weapons shop. Or...
I want to trade.
Right you are. I'll show you what you can buy at your rank.
Really? I really need to get to the ranks here. Let's see, do we have more quests? Okay, hopefully there's a teleporter there. It's kind of... not so cool to run there every time. And I need some decks. Look at that, a tank. Great.
Look out! I'll help you.
What? I can't cross this too. I mean, it would make sense. Never jumped over lava myself, but most of the time it's really not the best idea. I think I need to... is there a way using the streets here? Yeah, kind of. it's so annoying when they just waste you with one attack. It's really ridiculous. So,
old world resources. They had so much stuff they could even build a palace for shit.
Is that what this place is?
They cleaned water here, turned it from dirty to fresh. Can you imagine that? I wonder what this place was.
A new wanderer in our midst. Welcome, vagabond.
Hello yourself.
Here we are in the most blessed corner of the world. Here amongst these rocks, away from the confusion of unbelievers. Here you can be free, at one with the world. I know it might not look like it, but life can be pretty good here. So, I bid you welcome, and offer you the chance to stay and join our happy community.
You call this rock pile a community?
Hey, I was just trying to be friendly. This might be a community in progress, but we are creating something here that will grow into one of the greatest civilizations on Magalan. All it takes is a meeting of minds, a sharing of dreams. Too many times I have seen people crushed as they watch their dreams die. But enough of that. What can I do for you?
Do you have anything to trade here? I'm looking to buy some survival packs of meat.
Yes, of course. We're good hunters. So, we have, you know, hunting stuff to trade. Food, bits of animals, and the survival packs you mentioned.
I'll take some. They need supplies back at the Hort.
Yeah, no. You see, there is one problem. Animals seem to want the meat we've got. I mean, big, wild animals. We could fight them off with weapons, but, you know, no weapon shops out here.
So, you need me to get you weapons?
Weapons? Shit, no. We can make them ourselves. We hunt. We trade. We, you know, we're a community. So here's the deal. An old friend is coming to visit soon to sell me the gear we need to, you know. I told him I'll have the shards by then. But I'm missing the shards we need. You help me, I help you. You've helped the community will work it out.
Is this enough for you to give me the supplies?
Not exactly, but keep the rest. I'll get my friend down to this amount. Get him to give a discount. Right, so, you can take what you need once you're in.
You're pretty friendly for someone who has chosen to live in the middle of nowhere.
A dream brought me here. Not any chem-fueled vision, an honest dream of freedom preserved. And I want to share that dream with the world.
And have the outlaws come after you?
We've seen raiding parties, but we've hidden from them. Now Baxter's lost his seat in Tavar to the Duke. He'll be looking at getting his fort back, not worrying about a few escapees. He must have forgotten us by now. And so, if you like, you would be welcome to stay and relax here. You can learn more about us.
Thank you. I will stay.
There is no need to thank me. All are welcome here.
Okay. How can I hack it?
No, I'm not good enough for that.
Okay.
Well, you've been walking around for a while now. I smell like a dead troll. I've sweated so much. This freedom is fucking hard work.
Why did you come to Ignadon?
To escape the past.
The past?
The wrong friends, the wrong goals, the wrong life. Anything's better than spilling blood for profit. That just means the people who send you to do it have put a price on your life. That's all the reason I need. That's all I have to say.
Okay, he's a new one. Oh. Yeah. Need water here. Water is important.
No,
they're all locked.
Not good enough for that.
Then you say I could take what I need.
You're an Ignadon. Why not join the clerics?
You think the clerics are free? They might offer safety, but in joining them, we would have swapped one set of chains for another. The only way our dream could become true was to begin our own community. While the other factions talk about being free, we want that to be true. We want to be free people.
It seems we have found a group of people intending to live by their values. A rare thing indeed.
I hope this is not so rare. We hope others can agree with our views.
And is everything going well here?
Freedom comes with a price. Sometimes literally, and we're short of shards. We need shards. But before that, we need to get our generator running. And that means finding the right components to repair it. But where to find the pieces we need out here, at the end of the world? We need some of those plastic string things you find in machines. But I don't know where you can find them.
Plastic and metal strings? You mean wires, right? I can get them.
Wires? Shit, you know your technical stuff. Seems like we have the right man for the job.
What an idiot. I take revenge. I mean, there are maps, but there's no code.
What these ruins must have witnessed.
Can't really hack it. It's really strange. Let's get in there and... I mean, we have a teleporter here, there's nothing lost. And let's see how this accusation thing worked out.
So, you told Reinhold who you suspect is dealing chems?
Yes.
And you didn't tell him it was Siegfried? I will tell all my trading friends to cease trading with you. Sorry about that, but a man has to keep his reputation.
Face, bro.
How do I persuade the merchants here to start trading with me again?
That all depends what you're prepared to do for it. I mean, your first step could be to report me to Reinhold, but I suspect you wouldn't get very far with that. I could ask you to help me with something, but you don't seem to keep such arrangements. So, well, what else can we think of?
Let's report this shit. Just not clean, but... There should be another teleporter in here. Maybe I just haven't seen it. Carl, of course.
State your business. Only officially authorized personnel.
No, only Odo is missing.
Archives are sacred stores of knowledge. Our faith preserves us, and we preserve the wisdom of our ancestors.
What wisdom?
The scriptures, the writings, the texts, the foundation of our faith, and old world manuals that support our technology. Here the worthy study. Here the worthy learn. And unless you're worthy, you aren't coming in.
Forget it. I was about to go anyway.
Then don't let me keep you. Kalan bless your path.
Act in the name of Kalan, and we will accept you. Act in the name of Kalan, and we will accept you.
Okay. Seems like Reinhold isn't interested in talking to me. What shit is this?
Yes, the newcomer. Now, there is a face that shows the world as it is. Conflict, friendship, betrayal, and trust. Let me get a look at you. Whatever you have seen, you're free of it now. You've reached us here.
Everyone deserves a new start, but that doesn't include brainwashing.
All causes require conviction. All causes require faith.
And some will say anything just to get you to do their dirty work.
I need to talk to you.
Then talk. Tell me what you want.
The clerics say that they are leading the fight against the Alps. But do you really expect you can beat them with the forces you have here in the Horde?
Faith is a weapon that can achieve much. I believe in Kalan. I believe in the technology he's given us, and in the men and women who carry it. We clerics were the first of the factions to rise after the ashes of the comet, and while other alliances have come and gone, we have prevailed. So, we shall continue to do so, if it is Kalan's will that we should do so. But, if you ask me if we can hold out against the Berserkers, the Outlaws, and the Albs, then I would ask whose interest would the destruction of the Horde serve? And the answer can only be the Albs. You've seen them. The converters they build on our lands. The will of Kalan shall be made real. We will drive them from the converter in the north and from the lands of all the free people. The clerics shall prevail, and I hope that other factions can realize this in time to save themselves.
You need to find someone to unite the factions.
We must work together if we are to survive. But we must work together with Kalan to lead us all. We must find a way to persuade the other factions to agree to work with us. Then together we can destroy the Albs. I need an ambassador for this task. Someone who can take my proposals to the other factions. But to know if you are suitable for this role, I must know who you are. And I need an honest answer.
I don't know who I am now, but I was Jax, an Alp commander.
And you walk in here and confess that? Since when do Albs come to talk? Are you lying? Or are you here to kill me? Draw your weapon here, and this cathedral will be a grave to both of us.
I'm not here to kill you. I was Jax. Now, I'm trying to find out who I am.
Then, you have renounced the hybrid and joined the free people?
I am free from Elex. I'm exiled from the Ice Palace. I was betrayed, and now I'm being hunted by my own people.
So you are here seeking protection? To save your own skin? Or have you really escaped the Elex and seen the life there is outside Zekor? Commander Jax, the Alb, standing here. That is not something I would have believed. Yet, here you stand.
I was a wanderer. Now, I seek a cause.
Well, whoever you were shouldn't matter. The present counts for all, and yesterday for little. Kalan says the past is there to teach us, not to judge us. Renounce your past, and you can come to Kalan in wisdom. That will take courage. And in these bleak days, courage is vital if we are to save this world. But you must have questions. Ask, and may Kalan bring you enlightenment.
Are the Alps still attacking the Horde?
It has been some time since their last major assault. But I'm sure you know that already, Commander Jax. For the attacks we suffered took too many brave souls. Souls who would have been better improving Megalan than blinding graves. The death of Judicator Johann was a particular shock. But for the price that was paid, there was one exacted, and the Alps haven't attacked us in such strength again. Well, that is my hope. They could simply be massing for a bigger assault. We've had time to retrain, regroup, but it is hardly a secret that we are short of personnel. So, if you are here working for the Elves, you'll see nothing that's not known already. And we know that the Elves have used the time to entrench themselves deeper at that damned converter of theirs. Perhaps securing that was the extent of their plans, or perhaps they're just waiting for us to attack it before they strike again.
What do you know about the Alp forces? The most recent information I have is that Commander Yurik has 3 garrisons supported by fighting machines, Colossi.
Then I can only hope that they haven't brought up any more reinforcements.
Will you wait for an Alp attack or strike first?
The converter has to be taken out of operation. It is the only way to free Ignadon, and the longer they sit there, the more time they have to prepare. We need to attack the converter, but it will take a major offensive. And that will cost us in lives and material.
Why have you waited so long to attack? Surely they get stronger while you're waiting.
The answer to that should be obvious when you walk around the hall. While our production lines have made up for our losses in fighting machines, they can't do the same with people. And the death of Judicator Johann has left us with another issue. The shortage of a commander with real field experience.
What about you? Can you lead the attack?
No. That is far from my skill set. Logistics, defense, and interpreting Kalan's commandments are where my strengths lie. We need someone like you. An experienced commander. Someone who understands the Alps. What about you? You've seen the world. You must understand something of the Alps. Will you fight with us? Soldier or commander, we need people who've seen the world.
I don't know. My memories of those times are only fragments. But I'm sure I was betrayed so someone could take my place.
No? Well, humility is an important trait in a leader. Or do you have another reason for not wanting to be considered?
If that is so important, why entrust it to someone who has just walked in through your doors? Do you always trust people so easily?
I trust my faith. And there is something about you that tells me you have a part to play in all that will come. Faith will show me the way. But perhaps you are intended for a different role. Will you go out as an ambassador to the free people? Speak to those who lead the other factions. Find me someone with experience. Someone independent. Someone who can lead. That in itself will give you a hand in shaping all our futures.
I will find you your experienced commander.
Good. Then go out to the other free people. This commander will be a symbol of the need for us all to work together. Be they separatist, berserker, or outlaw. Find someone with experience of leading troops in battle. Someone willing to risk themselves to stop the Alps. Someone willing to lead from the front by example.
You sound like you really believe we will find someone out there.
Faith and necessity sometimes breed hope. You should ask the leaders of the other factions if they will take on this role. If they decline, try their commanders. May Kalan and good fortune be with you.
Quite a task. Somehow I'm only getting new quests and I'm not really finishing old ones. And somehow I'm not progressing in join these clerics. But I'm sure we are only waiting on someone to talk to. Or how about we take this teleporter here?
Nothing. Just forget what I said. I believed.
What did you think of the last sermon?
To be honest, I wasn't really listening.
Hey, you! I need an adjustable wrench and a set of retaining rings. And, if you are up for it, bring me a weapons-grade Elex battery, a pressurized air intake valve, and what was the last?
I'll get the things you need.
Wait a second. There is still something missing. Let me think now. Damn it, it was right here. I had it a moment ago.
Do you want my help?
Quiet. Oh, damn it, that's my line of concentration gone. You know how hard it is to get a moment's peace to think in this place? Damn it, what the hell was it that I was thinking about? I think I will have to get the tool myself. The machines we build and maintain here, they are all that will stop the owls. But, do I get the resources I need to do the job properly? Do I, hell?
What's got you so stressed?
We used to work. We used to make things and think of the future. But, now everything we do is for combat. I didn't become a mechanic for that, but I suppose we all have to do our duty if this war is...
Let's see about the time.
It sounds like you think your work is important.
Now, you're sounding like a legate. This isn't ego. This isn't about me. This is about getting the equipment our forces need. You don't think that's important? We are the only ones who can really stop the owls. That takes a toll. That means everything here has to go smoothly. That means I've got to get production running at full capacity. And it means I need someone to take care of some of the day-to-day things, while I get all this working properly.
Teach me something.
It's done.
That's survival. I mean, that's basically only for more money. And they should really blend the skills I already have, or just hide them. What's this Constitution? 55, of course. And I don't think I will get that too soon.
Pay me, and I'll help you.
Deal. It's not like I have time to waste. I need you to get me a set of replacement parts. With all the mechanics we've lost recently, we are chronically undermanned here. So, this list has been sitting here waiting to be sorted. If you're available, I need you to get over to my supplier and get me those parts, okay?
No problem.
Thanks. I'll see you when you get back. Good luck. We need those parts.
Where can I find your supplier?
He's a trader. He sets up business near the gate during the late evening hours.
That's it. Get out of here.
Okay, I think I wrap it up for now. I think this evening will be more of that. More like the usual times, not like today. I mean, today it was quite a bit late. But we got another 8 hours in, or something like that. So, thanks for being here, and yeah, come again.